There you
There
go.
it is. Now you're live. There you go.
We're live, baby. We're
Okay,
live.
Learn something every day.
Yes.
I
I'm
need to refresh on YouTube.
way too many times, but I
go
usually
back out and click the X right there, and then go back in.
Every day.
Oh,
I'm
I need to refresh on YouTube.
too many times.
It's an echo.
Talks. We're about to go in. If you want to request to go in, you're good. But Triple Threat Talks on YouTube, we are going live.
You can't do both, like battle and do live.
Right?
Yeah, you could
Okay.
have.
So, Mike, I want
What's
to
up?
how do I make this? I need like a better layout. I feel like I'm just too. I don't
Too
like
big.
too big. I'm too big. How often do you do lives?
I've been doing it every night. For like about 2 weeks now. I've been trying to go 8 to 11. Because I believe consistency is like the greatest tool. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been going on every night. Well, I missed Tuesday, I want to say, because of a pool league, but that's about it.
Hive, do you ever do battles?
No, I see people do battles, but the only battle I did was trying to raise money for the fisherman's family, but that's it.
Oh, I love that.
That's awesome.
But it didn't go as planned because one, I'm like awkward when it comes to like random people, especially when they're awkward. It just makes it worse. It's just like.
Just awkward in general.
Okay, yeah. Oh,
Okay.
here's
Still
Wesley.
cold.
Okay, Wes. Period. So, Mike, what part of the military were you in?
The Army.
Shout out.
What is
Cool.
it? Yeah.
Where at?
I was at Fort Sill, Oklahoma. I was field artillery, 13 Bravo.
Ooh, out in Okie.
Yeah, dude, I hated it so much. There's nothing down there like. So this isn't PG, right? Like I can get
No,
pretty.
you can say whatever.
Oh hell yes. So
that is how Hive was. When we were shooting our podcast, I'm like, she's like, I don't know if I can. I'm like, balls to the wall,
say
babe.
whatever.
You can
Yeah.
say whatever the fuck.
Well, we used to have a safety brief every Friday, and our battalion commander BC would always tell us. He'd be like, don't fuck any girls off post and da 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 da. And I'm just like, why? And he's like, it's the STD capital of the world, and it's like fucking literally like Lawton, Oklahoma is like, at least to him, is the STD capital of the world. Like that's what he named it as. And yeah, so that was my experience in Oklahoma, and I was stuck there because I was supposed to go to Fort Hood, but I got injured, and then they kept me at Fort Sill, and it was cool. Where were you at?
We were both in Norfolk.
Norfolk?
Yeah, we're Navy. We were Navy.
Oh, okay.
Norfolk, Virginia.
Got you. My friend Lexi is Navy. She's going to Bahrain right now.
Oh, wow. Ooh, good luck.
Oh, God.
Why?
It's pretty there, but it's yeah.
The Bahrain is just one of those ports that you don't look forward to.
What ship is she on?
Tulsa, Louisiana.
Is she in the Navy? Right? You said she's in the Navy.
She's in the Navy, yeah.
What ship? Do you know?
I don't know. No, I don't know.
Usually, when you hit a port, it depends what kind of ship she's on. You're only there for like 2 or 3 days, which suck. You're not there for long, but
yeah.
Wait, what do you mean you're only there for 2 to 3 days?
I think she's gonna live there.
She's getting stationed in Bahrain.
She's getting stationed in Bahrain.
So that's different. That's a little different. Yeah.
Oh, but they got the UAE rules and all that kind of stuff. That's
okay.
I know a lot of people they were stationed in Bahrain, and
I mean,
is it hit or miss?
Yeah.
Shit, I feel so bad. She's such a sweetheart.
She's from here, you said, or were you making fun of me? Mike?
No. I said it's better than Fort Polk, Louisiana. Like that is where you don't want to go in the
I
Army.
don't even know where that is.
Yeah, I heard that's where you go to for your dreams to die.
Yeah, for real.
When I tell you,
Swampy and
my friend, like whenever I was in high school, I made friends with this girl, and she was like new and coming into our school, and I went to like a private Catholic all-girls school sort of thing. And I made friends with her. She lived in my parents' neighborhood, and they live in this like gated small neighborhood. And she's like, "Oh, do you want to meet me at the park? Like there's like a little park right in the middle." And I was like, "Yeah." So we walked there, whatever. We like hung out, we went back, and then we're like, "Oh, let's hang out at one of our houses." I went and hung out at her house. Her dad was like the head of the head Navy, whatever the hell. Like he had been there for 20 plus years.
Probably Master Chief.
Well, that depends on if he's officer or not.
Something insane that we went on the Navy base to go like get something for him, and they were like, "Oh, yeah, oh, hello," like whatever.
Oh,
like
then he was officer. If they're saluting, he's officer.
And we were not even with him.
Oh, you're in a
Oh, because the cars have the
Oh, that's exactly
have the stickers.
I have no idea, but let me tell you, he was scary.
That's usually for a general or like a colonel or something.
It was so intense, and we were like, I was like, I'm scared to breathe right now. Like
I'm scared to breathe.
That's us around anybody with a star on their collar. Anytime we see them, just don't breathe, just run.
Yeah.
Okay, what do y'all think is okay? This is a Wes and no, it's all three of y'all question.
What's up?
What do you think is harder? Going 4 years into any like line of the military or 30 days in jail?
What? It'd probably be military.
Yeah, I mean that just because the timeline.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say.
I mean, Navy ships are pretty much like jail.
Jail.
So.
Floating jail.
40 days in the military or 30 days in jail.
I think I would do the 40 days in the military be easier for me because you can get out, you can go and do stuff. You can't leave jail. Can't leave jail.
Yeah, that's very true. Unless you're in TRADOC. Is it TRADOC for you guys too, or
if like
what is that?
It's like training, like AIT basic.
Like our A schools. Yeah. That's jail.
Yeah.
That's jail.
Mine was. I had a fun in mine.
Right away.
What?
Like, we weren't even allowed to leave the freaking base.
Yeah, well, I wasn't allowed to leave base,
Dude,
but
I
I volunteered for the USO, so I got a lot of benefits for
volunteering.
I ate.
was so good.
I ate good. I always had a place to chill. Yeah, it was really.
No, I was on a haunted ass base. I wasn't volunteering for shit.
You're at a haunted base, you said?
I was in Connecticut.
Okay.
And that's like one of the most like haunted states as it is, apparently. It was a submarine base, and everybody on submarines.
You know, give yourself a seizure over there.
Ahead and
for real, Jesus Christ! I'm trying to turn it down.
Mike, I'm epileptic.
I'm sorry. I'm always messing you up somehow.
I'm just joking. I just like to piss you off. Haunted. Haunted.
Submariners have a really high suicide rate, and so a lot of people killed themselves on that base. And there's a lot of freaky stuff that would happen. So I don't know. I would probably take the 30 days in jail over the 40 days in the military.
Did you just say I didn't?
See,
what?
I kind of agree with you because of the fact that if you're in the military, you could still get stop lost. So like even if you get out 40 days, all of a sudden they can be like, "Hey, we're calling you back in." You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yup.
Yeah, I'm glad
screwed.
my 3 years is over because once you get out, you have those 3 years where it's like we can call you
Mhm.
right back in. And I was
You know
like,
what's
"Ooh."
crazy? It's been 12 years since I graduated basic training. This day,
It's
Ooh.
around
my
there for
ceremony.
me. Wait.
Really?
Yeah,
It's
Oh,
almost 10 years,
it's
or almost 10 years.
almost 11 for
Yeah,
mine.
2012.
Yeah, I was
y'all
12.
are,
I
Yeah,
was 13.
Same.
y'all
12.
are
December 2012.
oldie. I'm just joking. I'm the same age as well.
I know it's talking shit over here.
No, I'm like, it's been.
How old are you, Jenna?
I'll be 32 in a couple of months.
Oh, okay,
Oh my
I'm
god,
older.
so
It has
fucking
been.
old, Jen.
It has been 13 years since I graduated cosmetology school. Then I
It's
went into college.
it's so crazy to think about, right? Like how quick it goes. Like
Yeah,
holy shit.
Quick.
so
So
fast.
insane. Like
Mhm.
when I I always wanted to do hair and makeup. Always. Why the fuck would people why would people let me do their extensions when I was in high school? I'm like, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, but okay.
You know,
You know,
back then beauty wasn't like big as it is now.
oh, right? Like, can you imagine the YouTubes I could have made? Like,
You should
but
have
there
seen what I like. I went through like so many phases in high school, like so many. I went through just because I'm Hispanic, so
Chola.
I was like a chola. I had wore baggy shorts with tank tops and my chanclas with my socks all the time,
You look so stupid.
all the time.
what?
And then I met my friends when I was in choir, and they were like seen like people, so they had like the hair. So I switched it up, and I listened to like screamo and all kinds of stuff. I went through so many phases, and it was looking back, I'm like, what the fuck?
Why do I
Yeah,
feel like Mike probably dyed his hair black and had a swoop?
no, but I did have frosted tips at one point.
Oh gosh.
Oh, you was pulling out the Backstreet Boys. Damn.
Back when I was like 12, I think. At frosted
Well,
tips.
Bullshit. It was not 12. It was
12.
But I
had
did
the
I did
frosted
gauge my
tips.
lip. I gauged my lip. I had a
I
piercing
had
in
my
my lip,
ears.
and I
I gauged my
gauged it,
ears.
and my ears. Yep.
wait.
Mhm.
So okay, wait. Okay, I'm gonna go to each. Mike, your lip, your gauge, like, can you squirt water out of it, or like, what's up?
Hold on one second.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to Hive. Is it still like loose?
It's not. I mean,
I had to
it's. I
fix
could
that.
probably fit like a good sized needle in there, but my pinky was as big as I went. Like I could put my pinky in there.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
Okay, Mike, can you
That's
squirt
crazy.
water out of your lip?
Yeah, I know how to turn your phone.
No, it's no longer
sorry.
pierced. So what happened is I just wanted my lip pierced, but my friend, she only had an 8 gauge, I want to say,
Mm.
or not an 8. It was fucking something
The
stupid,
gauges are
dude. But literally pierced it with a gauge. And like I just remember blood shooting out my mouth as she's sitting there
Yeah.
like jabbing it in there, and I'm like, oh, this freaking sucks. But
It was
I
almost
eventually took it
painful.
out.
You know what Wesley had? Tell him,
Well,
babe.
Did you
tell
have a
us.
Prince
Tell him.
Albert?
No, God, no. Oh, no.
No,
Oh,
honestly, we did not we didn't get you in here with just me and Hive like last time. We hooked you up with a dude. That is that's a manly man. He's, military. Tell us now.
so I had 3 piercings in my ears, and I had a tongue ring twice.
Nice, nice.
I thought he. I was kidding. I didn't.
I could
I was
not
like,
do
ooh,
a tongue ring, dude. That shit would hurt.
Actually, that didn't hurt at all. My ears hurt worse than that.
And
Dude,
did you ever gauge anything?
No, that was never really my
Vibe?
yeah. No.
my
What?
buddy pierced his nipple,
Oh.
and we went swimming, and his piercing got stuck on some dude's shorts, and it ripped
Oh,
his nipple off.
Oh
No.
my gosh, fuck
Yes.
that.
Literally, it was hanging, dude. It was the most disgusting thing ever.
My friend Julia, she was like apprenticing at a tattoo shop and she was doing the piercings. And my friend Renee was like, okay, like I want my nipples pierced, like I'll let you do it. And we went and she was like, and you know how you can't just stop, like you have to like go right in. She stopped halfway.
Mm-mm.
The piercer was like whatever. So Renee had one nipple piercing for I don't know, like for months. She's like, oh my God, this shit hurts. And then she went to our other friend that he has been in the game for forever. Amazing tattoo artist. He goes from California to New Orleans to whatever. And he was like, and he was like, it was so easy. Like, I was like, oh my God, why would you let Julia ever fucking do it? She's like, I don't know. It was free. Like, I don't know. Like, but
Just
you can
simple and
lose
easy.
sensation in your like nipples or whatever. Like anything you get pierced, you could like actually lose sensation there.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
your nipples have so many nerves in it.
I had dermals. I had dermals.
Those are
Ooh.
just
Thermal.
Dermals. I had them on my chest. I have them right here.
I was like,
Oh,
is
I
that
thought that
your
was. What am I
No,
talking
yeah, no,
about?
I didn't get the ones right here. I got them on my chest. Yeah.
how'd you get them out?
You have to go back. You got to go back to get them out, and they like cut
Yeah,
it out. It
it's
hurts.
surgical.
Yeah, it's surgical, so it hurts like a motherfucker.
You
Like
wanna
yeah,
know
You got this when you were in too, didn't you?
yeah. I got those when I was in, and then they kept getting caught on my shirt. So I was like, nah, I'm
Oh,
good. I was like, I'm getting them out. I probably had them for like 5 months, and they're
No, you
just
had them longer than that because you had them when we got together.
yeah. But I only had them for like 5 months. About 5 months. About maybe I don't know. I can't remember. It's so long ago. But I took them out because they just kept getting caught and everything. I was like, yeah, fuck that.
yeah, rip your
I
chest
am
off.
like, I'm literally the person. I'm like, pierce it, pierce it, pierce it, like
Yeah, your ears. Yeah, that's different. I would like to have like a lot on my. I have big ass
I have
fucking dumbo
so
ears, so I need like something to like hide them.
I
That
have
won't hide them.
Well, to help.
To
stop.
help.
Help
I have
what?
so many on one side though, so like with your cartilage, it hurts so bad. Like I don't know if any of you guys have like your cartilage pierced. It hurts.
Mm-mm.
It takes so long to heal. So I'm like, okay, I sleep on this side. So I'm like, okay, pierce the shit out of this. So I have 3 piercings on this side, and I can't even kind of have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on this side because I don't sleep on this side. So I'm like, okay, like just 2 them all on this side because I love the piercings, but sleeping on it, the worst.
Mm.
The worst
Yeah, it doesn't sound like fun.
thing ever. I got it like everybody here is tattooed, right?
Mhm.
Yup.
When is the first time y'all all got your tattoos? I guess Mike will start with you. What age? Were you of age?
I was 15 and I got my name. And when I went to the tattoo place, I originally wanted my name right here in Old English, but I was so fucking naive. I like look at the wall and I'm looking at the fonts that are on the wall, and I thought that was all they had.
Oh my god.
so I ended up getting some kind of like Chinese American writing.
I wonder
my
what it actually means. What it means, like, what it
Dude,
wait,
I
let me
was
see it. Let me
What
see
if
it.
it's like something like I like penis or something?
Yes.
what?
Yeah. That was
I would
I was gonna be
so
like, what if
so
it
funny
says, like,
story with the tattoos. I got this tattoo right here when I was in the army, and
it
I'm
says my
field
name.
artillery.
Mm.
Said it
And
says
so
my
it's
name.
skull, and then I wanted to get cross cannons for artillery.
Artillery, yeah.
But my tattoo artist is like, dude, it's gonna look like 2 penises on your arms, dude. He said you got to get rifles.
Oh
No.
my gosh. Yeah, you don't want that.
No, I don't want 2 penises crossing over a skull on my arm. No, no, thank you.
Wrong branch for that.
Yeah,
will
yeah,
say-
exactly.
Right branch for this. It's the right branch.
Right branch.
Navy all day.
So, okay, Hive, when was the last time? Like, when's the first time you got a tattoo?
When I was in the Navy, so I was 21. I was 21.
You waited. Look at
I
him.
waited
Look,
for
I don't know.
I
like-
waited for a lot of things when I joined the military.
See, I fuck with Wesley because I feel like he sometimes is like, bitch, are you for real? Like the face
Yeah.
he was giving you just now, he's like, I don't know.
Because I'm trying to figure out how old were you when we met?
So I joined when I was 20, but I turned 21 in boot camp. So we had like a little,
Yeah.
we had like a,
No,
yes, I know
No.
when I turned
no,
21.
not your
oh.
age, not your fucking birthday, you dumbass. The fucking didn't you get the one tattoo with your mom down in Arizona before you joined?
No,
Oh,
I had
shit.
that one second. That was my second one. It
What
was
the
this
fuck was your first?
this one right here, the one with the words.
Oh,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. So I waited for a lot of things when I was in the Navy. That was like my first boyfriend in the Navy, first everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Was Wes your first boyfriend?
No,
Nope.
unfortunately.
Super fortunate.
Yeah. He's my third. That's it. I'm done.
I love it. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna like embarrass you right now, but she loves her man. And they're like perfect together. They really, really are. Like, I'm obsessed with you guys. I
Yeah.
really am. Y'all are just so cute.
Yeah, sure, we'll go with that.
What
No,
is
as long
that?
as you gotta like keep it when you get married. We're gonna be going on 10 years next year, so you gotta keep it.
No,
I
but
don't
I
know, we just
the way that y'all are, like, I
Yeah.
love it. Like,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just fresh, you
Mhm.
know? And like he like fucks with you and you'll fuck with him. Like y'all just like cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Like
That's
somewhere in the part 2 for the podcast that just dropped. It's like season 3, episode 2.
Mhm.
He's like, I asked something and you could kind of hear you be like, shut up. Like, you're like, shut up, like whatever, da, 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 like to him. And I'm like, stop. I couldn't edit it out. It was just so cute. Like, oh, so okay, Wesley, first tattoo,
18.
and what'd you get?
I got a tribal version of a nautical star on my shoulder. That all my tattoos at that point were pretty much Navy tattoos until my deployment.
And then when your deployment hit, what did you get?
But my whole forearm, I've got.
They're like, oh, what are they called? Sailor Jerry?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
no, my forearm's not.
Crazy, right?
I got a treble clef with other stuff on there. I got a pumpkin and a ladybug.
Because he
I
calls
got a
me
key.
he calls me pumpkin and
I got
bug.
her name. I got all that in like 3 months, 4 months.
Yeah.
Your
Cheap over there.
name?
But it's in Roman numerals.
Yeah, it's in Roman numerals.
It's in alphanumeric code.
Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta go get like a snack or something. I'm fucking dying over here. I'll be right back.
Okay.
What?
No, you're good. You go,
Oh.
Mike.
Okay.
I'll say that when you were talking about our relationship, like, how we kind of just bicker back and forth like that, and a lot of it has to do with her and I both having that military background, and that's how. Maybe not everybody, but a lot of people in the military trauma bond. And I mean, if you're not saying good morning by telling your buddy, what's up, fuck face, or something mean or derogatory, that's just how it was. So now she's one of the few people I get to do that with still. And so that's kind of why you always hear us talking like that.
But you want to know what? I don't have the military whatever excuse. Mark and I'm just like super, like, y'all are both alpha. You're an alpha male, she's an alpha female. You know what I mean? And you
Yeah.
both have your parts. Mark and I are super balls to the wall, so I don't have this military, like, whatever. We
Yeah.
just that's how we fuck with each other, and I love it because some people I was watching this video the other day on TikTok. I don't remember what it was, but they're like, "Oh, I do remember what it was." This might be like I don't know, this might be like not good to say, but they were saying how this girl was walking, she's like, "How my man walks with me," and like he had his like hand on her neck, right?
I've seen
And
this video.
oh my god, like red flag, red flag, red flag. Like he has his hand on your neck, like da da da, like holding you like
Oh
this.
my gosh.
He's like, I love it. Like I think it's like whatever. And I'm like, I like it too because we both have very alpha personalities. I need him to like dominate in certain sort of ways, not to be weird, you know what I mean? But like I need him to be like assert dominance in sometimes, but like I'm like, yes. Like I like that kind of shit, but like am I gonna tell him I like that? No, because alpha female energy. I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, babe. Like, you know, you're never gonna catch me calling Mark baby, babe, like that, like publicly or really in private ever. I'm really just it is what it is.
Yeah.
But I think that like fucking with each other, like being able to joke back and forth, that's the way to go. You don't
Mhm.
It's healthy. You gotta
If like people were
pick on each other.
people would see us in public and how we speak to each other, like, oh, you let your husband speak to you like that. But yeah, I don't have no problem with it. Like I don't
you
find it
know,
offensive. I don't
it's a
find it offensive at all. Like it's just who we are.
There's also knowing where someone comes from, where they work, what they do, their lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
You can't judge anybody based on, especially if you see somebody out in public. You don't know their lifestyle. I mean, I'm probably a lot more traditional than a lot of people,
mm-hmm.
and you know, she wasn't raised like that.
Mm-mm.
I was raised very traditionally, and you know, I brought her over to my world a little bit in that sense, and you know, she got backlash from family about how we talk to each other, how I kind of rule with a iron fist for the most part. But it's because at the end of the day, I take responsibility for everything. But there is, like you tell me, if you see somebody walking around with their, you know, like she's holding her neck or whatever, who cares? I mean, maybe she likes it because you know that's his way of showing possession. Like this is, you know, this is my woman. I love her. This is, you know,
Mm-hmm.
it's everybody shows like you know their person off differently.
Yeah,
Like, you
like
would never know. We don't hold hands ever. Like that
we
doesn't
never
happen.
hold hands.
Yeah, we don't hold hands.
No, no.
Like if we're
I hold
walking
butt cheek.
like
I
that,
hold butt cheek.
like
Both
you
hands.
said I'll hold a butt.
Oh no, that scared me.
Brittany is in the building. Wait, did you just say, Hive, that you will hold a butt cheek?
Yeah, both of them.
She said she
What?
holds my butt cheeks. I was like, both of them, both hands.
Both of them.
If
Both
I
of them.
yes, like,
that?
don't fucking do that.
Just cup them.
Just cup the
Oh my
cheeks.
god.
No. She's like,
Jeez.
do not. It's
No,
either
I'm like not a PDA person, so like
Yeah, we don't do all that PDA.
oh my god. You can ask
Mm.
Jenna, like, if she's not allowed to tell me that she loves me. Like, I don't
No.
let Eric and I
No.
might hold hands in like in public, and
never.
it's only for 5 seconds. It's probably to cross the street or something.
Y'all communicate. I am please because I have to pee really bad. So if y'all could like take over for a second.
All right.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. All right.
Well, it just won't be the same without you, Jenna.
What are you eating over there, Mike?
I'm sorry.
No. I said
She's
what?
curious what you're putting in your face.
I said what are you eating over there?
Breakfast
I didn't say
sandwich.
don't you eat.
Don't you eat over there, Mike.
By the way, I wasn't ready for her to like, if y'all couldn't tell, like bring me in.
I know your
fucking
phone's like up, like.
I was literally
just-
just
she
like
just
sitting
eyes you.
there, like I'm not paying attention. I'm like literally, obviously not paying attention. My day has been 100 miles per hour since 7:30 this morning, and I'm out.
I know those days.
Oh,
I definitely know those days.
oh, and of course I got on live because my kids were napping, and one just walked up to the bedroom door saying, "Mommy."
That would freak me out.
Oh, and they should be in bed, by the way. But you know what they decided to do? Take a really late nap at like 6:30. They just fell asleep on their own watching a movie.
Oh no!
No. I would have woke them up. Like, you gotta stay awake for like a little bit longer.
You know the rule, like never wake a sleeping baby. One of my kids, you can't wake up.
Yeah. If they just fell asleep, I would wait. Like you gotta stay up a little bit longer. If I know they can't, I was like, okay. Usually they'll sleep through the night if they go down like 6:30 anyway. If they fall asleep
I'll
early.
be right back.
Good. Oh man. So
Arthur,
There we go.
What is that? I'm trying to figure out what you're eating over there. So you're so small.
What are you eating?
Breakfast sandwich.
Oh, breakfast sandwich.
Did you make the breakfast sandwich or you bought it?
I bought it.
Do you cook, Mike?
Rarely though. I'm not like I can cook, but I've been so busy. I haven't had really a chance to cook a good dinner.
Do you know how to cook for real? Or are you like, I cook good for me, but like if you cook for somebody else, you'd be like, I don't know, please don't judge it. I'm pouring myself a drink. Sorry, guys. Not sorry.
No, you good.
No. I probably cook the best steak I've ever had. And that's like my specialty.
I love steak.
Because of the way that I cook it.
How do you cook it?
How do you cook it?
Yeah, all of us.
Yeah, look, you're talking to people.
No, seriously,
You're talking to some people that should know but eat meat.
Food.
So I first of all I dehydrate the meat. Say that one more time.
Brittany.
Sorry, I clicked the wrong button. I said I need to know how you cook it because steak's my favorite food. So I cook the best steak I've ever had.
Got you. Okay.
Maybe we'll have
steak
like
off.
a cook-off.
Steak off.
Can be the judge. Hive, y'all are invited.
Oh, we cook good steaks too.
Yeah.
Okay, you're invited.
Let's just have a TikTok steak off.
Steak off.
I see, but hold on. There's a question though, because how does everybody like their steaks cooked? What
medium,
temperature?
Medium rare.
Medium rare.
Yeah, if it's above medium rare, I'm not cooking it for you.
All right. See, at least you know that says a lot, because some people say I cook the best steak, and you're over here eating a fucking piece of rubber.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Mike, focus through.
The way I cook it, it's gonna sound really bad at first, but if you know how to cook, you know that it's the right way. So I dehydrate the steak first. So I literally put it on a piece of a paper towel. I'll put another piece of paper towel on top of it, and I'll just dab it dry. And then I'll put salt and pepper, and then I'm not gonna say what seasoning I use because it's my specialty.
He's like garlic and onion powder. No.
No.
That's what I do. I do that. I literally
we're from Louisiana. Like we're not like I can cook. We can cook. Like
right.
Okay, we can do this whole cook-off. I'm totally down.
It's so I'm telling you.
I'm so confident.
Somehow
a little overly confident, but I don't give a shit.
Like I said, somehow I don't understand, but every time it comes out perfect, because so what I do is I pan sear it first.
Yeah.
So I'll pan sear it, and then I'll lower the temperature and let it sit there for a second. Then I'll put some butter in the pan and I'll baste the steak with the butter. And oh my god, like
the butter.
It adds so much fucking like I could drink the juice.
The juice I love butter. So I put so much butter. Love it.
See,
He cooks it. He's gonna tell you how.
I'm not a. I enjoy eating steak and other animals' muscles
Oh,
to
it's
the
like,
point where
what?
I look at a cow and I just see meat.
If you don't know, my husband he hunts. So
I
there you go.
hunt, and my diet would be nothing but meat if I was given that option. So
Okay.
I'm more of like a purist when it comes down to flavor. I'm just like I'm a good steak to me has nothing but salt and pepper.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
I do the backwards version of what you do. So I use a sous vide.
Yes.
To
What's
get
that? What's a sous vide?
sous vide is it's a French term. It's a water bath. You put it in. You put like your steak and your seasoning, usually like a knob of butter, inside of a vacuum seal bag, and the sous vide goes in the water and it circulates the water at a specific temperature.
It's
So
almost
like,
like an aerator, but like with a temperature gauge.
yep. And so like I like my steaks rare, so I'll keep mine usually at like 125, and that'll heat the steak up to 125, and that's it. And it cooks in its own juices, so it's extremely juicy. And temperature, wall to wall, edge to edge is 125. And you take it out, you pat it dry. I'll usually put a little bit more of a coarse or a flaky salt on there with like coarse black pepper, and then I'll sear it with like a searsol, a torch, or in a cast iron that's extremely hot. So you just do that reverse sear instead, because all the flavor's been locked in because it's been doing nothing but cooking this in its own juices the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
And you take it out for a quick sear, but it's it's a lot stronger of a meat taste.
Longer route, but a stronger taste.
You're gonna have more of the meat taste itself because you don't have the butter and stuff.
There you go. That's yeah. See, mine is more of the seasoning and the butter. It's not as much as just the meat, you know.
Yep.
Have you guys ever been to like the all-you-can-eat steak places like Texas de Brazil or anything like that?
What?
Oh,
No.
Oh, what?
All
You
you
never
can
been to
eat steak.
Yes.
they're Texas, not Texas, Brazilian steakhouses.
They literally will come by with all kinds of steak and slice it off and give you
Where?
how much you can eat till you're done.
I'm gonna
I
have
need
to
to
ask
find one.
you what it's called over here. They have one over here, and I have not been.
So good.
Any Brazilian steakhouse, they're fucking amazing.
It's like downtown, but it is
It's like
we do have one.
so good.
They are amazing.
Bad too quick.
yeah, they're like it's like either Texas de Brazil, Fogo de Chao, or like something else.
We have a Texas de Brazil here too.
Texas de Brazil is a good one.
It's a good one. It's a little on the price tag, but it's all you can eat.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, I go there. They have a bar.
Wait, I just heard Fogo de Chao and came running across the house. What were we talking about?
Oh yeah, we've been to both. We've been to both.
Serious.
Oh, but if you're military, you should go there during Veterans Day because you get half off.
Yeah.
Oh,
you get half off at Texas de Brazil.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wanted to go there too.
It's so good, Mike. It's
if you haven't been, they have like a bar that has like salads and like
rice and
cheeses,
beans.
and no one cares about any of that shit.
Oh, their little bread they give you.
Still, also no one cares about that shit.
I know.
You just sit there and you don't eat all day, and you go there and you eat about $400 worth of steak.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god!
And it's
you pay like 100.
No, it's $50 per plate.
$50 to $60.
That's it.
Yeah.
And then they bring out filet, they bring out ribeye, they bring out flank steak,
lamb.
Lamb. Some places do like a meat of the month. Like one place was like alligator. They have like a pork sausage that is extremely good. Like they bring out a whole bunch of stuff, and I go in there. I get the meat sweats every time. It's great.
Do y'all like
right now.
What?
Do y'all like alligator?
I like it. I've had it once.
Alligator? Oh, I love gator.
Mm-hmm.
I will never forget.
Pretty chewy.
It is
chewy. A little chewy.
It depends on how you cook it.
Yeah.
So this was like back in the day. So Brittany Sorry, I'm gonna call you out, but
You always
you can
call
mute it.
somebody out. Sorry, I'm gonna call you out.
It's always me. Oh my
But
god.
Brittany
So
sucks.
you can mute it. So I literally was like, Mark and I set her up on a date with his cousin, and
No, you are not.
I'm just telling the first date story about me eating this stuff. So she goes on a date with him, and they like semi hit it off the first date. I'm not going to talk about the other dates because you can't be too intense. And I'm saying this is my best friend, but this is like blood family.
Listen, I have a wide variety of interests when it comes to food. That's all I'm saying.
And so she comes back to my house after her date, and I'm like, how did it go? Blah blah blah. And she walks up with her to go plate and puts it on the counter. And I'm like, how did it go? And she's like, oh, and she's like, tell me. And I'm like opening up her to go plate because of course we've been best friends for forever. And I'm like, keep telling me like eating her food, right?
Mhm.
And I was like, this is good. And I was like, where'd y'all go? And she's like,
It was Kenner.
she's like, that's frog legs.
Ooh, yes.
And I was
They're
like,
so
I've heard frog legs are
good.
great.
and I was like,
so
excuse me?
good. Like I don't. He wasn't it, obviously. Okay. Like
He wasn't it.
thanks for the frog legs.
Sorry. Like, but shout out for the frog legs. Or I'm gonna say this, and this is gonna trigger Brittany, or thanks for the Red Bull.
I'm looking at this Texas Day Brazil and I'm drooling.
He's so I care about your frog
I
leg.
came running across the house because I heard.
You have to go, Mike. It's so good. It's real
It's
good.
gonna happen.
Y'all-
It's gonna happen.
Yeah,
Sorry, not y'all.
it's
You
real
put it on
good.
a skewer too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they bring it out in like a little like fake sword, and they just place it down in front of you. You just keep going until you can't go no more. It's great.
It's like my dream, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Like, listen, it is every real man's dream place to
And
eat.
it's good steak, like it's seasoned
Yes.
well, and
It's all over a fire. It's all has flaky salt on it. Like it's done
dude, I
right.
got the chills.
That's my problem though, is that I'm like, I will order like 3 sushi rolls, and I'm like, yes, like sushi rolls, like da 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 da, and then I'll eat like 6 pieces, and I'm like, no, I'm good. And then I'll like leave it for later. Then like later on, I'm like, it's not the same because it's not like room temp.
Mm.
Like
Yeah.
take this out and eat like 3 pieces, and be like, oh my god, I feel like it needs to be thrown away. Like I want to be able to like sit down in like one sitting and just eat as much as like Wesley.
What are you saying, Jenna?
She doesn't know.
Brittany and
That's
I,
exactly what you think you.
Hold on.
If you're saying I'm
My
fat, you're right.
kids have
It's all right.
decided to weigh nothing.
no, but y'all are literally like fit, and you're like, oh, I'm able to like just tear it down. Like I'm just gonna eat XYZ. But I
Wait,
get
huh? You say they're fit?
if they give me bread, I'm gonna be like eating the shit that they want you to eat that.
I'm
so
gonna
that
eat
they're
the
so
bread
good.
until I'm too full to eat my actual meal.
Literally.
And then that's to go food for lunch tomorrow.
Texas Roadhouse.
Garbage.
I love the rolls.
The rolls.
Their rolls are great, but their steaks suck.
Yeah,
They're always too fatty.
Too
I've
fatty
never
and
got
no
a steak
flavor,
from
dude.
Yeah, it depends on the cook. Sometimes
Better-
they're just dull.
Better flavor than Longhorn, though.
Yeah.
I've
It's
never
like I don't know.
Texas Roadhouse.
But you'll like this place. They season it real well.
Oh, I'm looking. I'm looking right now.
I'm so about like eating steaks and beef and everything like that. We buy our beef by the cow. I
I
hunt.
just asked my sister if she wanted to do that.
Oh,
Like go half and half on a cow. Brittany
it's
would
so
probably
worth it.
We have a lot
What
of
did
meat
I
in
say?
our fridge.
I said you'd probably go half and half on a cow with me.
100%.
Yeah.
I'd go full on a fucking cow if it was mine.
I go full out of fucking cow.
Yeah.
Let me tell
We
you,
have we have
I-
how
Can I
I
add
was
something
talking
to
about
it?
getting
Yeah,
goats,
7
and
foot.
I don't even stop. Oh my god, hold on, yo.
We have
How
a
much-
7-foot deep freezer, and it's filled with nothing but meat
To the brim.
to the brim.
And then we
But
have
like,
another.
a whole cow.
A cow,
Hold
deer.
on. We're not. We have a 7-foot deep freezer that's filled to the brim. We have a 3-foot deep freezer that's filled to the brim. We have another 3-foot deep freezer that's filled to the brim. And we have a stand-up fridge and freezer in the garage that's filled to the brim. And our freezer in our house is filled to the brim.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
So do
No,
y'all
that's
never
great.
have
That's not a
like
bad thing.
Yeah, because
That's
we're
great.
set for like 3 years. If we ever go on apocalypse, we're good on meat.
3
Don't
years.
Well, I know where I'm going.
so do y'all ever have like any sort of like natural disaster type shit where you might lose
Hurricanes.
Yeah, well,
We get hurricanes.
yeah, but not. We probably won't. We don't live that close to the water, but probably
But
like
we lose
tornadoes
power
and
a
stuff.
lot.
We can get tornadoes and whatnot.
How long does it take
We
you
could
to
get
get
tornadoes, but that's about
Where do you live, Mike?
it. Cleveland, Ohio.
Ohio. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you'll get tornadoes.
Yeah, we're Virginia.
Okay, so yeah, we're kind of like the same climate, really.
Mm-hmm.
We like literally clear our shit out all through hurricane
Jeez.
season.
Yeah, I would be scared where you live.
I could not imagine.
We had like I want to make a video
Holy
like about that, like
shit.
being like real estate because I like
You
we're
have to.
yeah, we're that was the stupidest thing I did. And like so the last hurricane hit that like was we got 4 or 5 feet downstairs, not upstairs, of course, because we're very high up. But a lot of
I
people
would
did.
be terrified from my house if you got 5 feet upstairs.
Is that Texas?
And I live an hour away.
That's yeah.
Like,
He's got Texas neighbors. Don't pull up.
He's still on
I'm
it.
finna go tomorrow.
You should. Let us know how you like it. If you survive.
Survive. You mean if the cow survives?
Yeah, they're gonna wheelchair your ass out.
I'm like, so come out with the wheelchair. I'm like,
Help
wait,
me.
They're
so
gonna
they
have to roll them in.
y'all know what I'm talking about?
We got like so we catch a shitload of shrimp, of course. When we catch crab, we basically like feed them, fatten them up, cook them that week, right? But like for shrimp, for fish, whatever it might be, like my husband was like pulled up from working, went and was bass fishing right in the backyard, sort of thing. And we had a friend that stayed last major hurricane where we had to evacuate. We were gone for 10 days, I think it was. And he had COVID. And that was when COVID was like a huge thing. And so he was like, I'm not going to like leave. I'm just going to stay. My whole family can leave. And we called him and we said, can you go in our house and clear out the freezer? Take everything out. You could keep whatever is in there. You could cook it because you're stuck home. God knows how long. Because it was only like 4 or 5 days in. We said you could take every single thing. We have 2 refrigerator freezers and we have 1 deep freezer. And it's like a stand-up deep freezer and then 1 refrigerator freezer like in our house, like upstairs in our kitchen,
Where
but
do
then
you have a stand-up deep freezer?
it's now downstairs.
Oh, that's the one downstairs.
Yeah,
Okay.
now yeah.
Does that even work?
Yeah. We put our drinks in there every time.
That's on?
Yes.
Wait, why don't you guys?
I honestly thought it was just sitting there.
What the fuck?
This entire time, I thought it was just one of Mark's projects.
I
You know how he like always.
I put our alcohol in there every time.
I have literally never known you put your alcohol in there.
You and I, when we're hanging out, I put our alcohol in there.
And the one downstairs.
Yes. When we're downstairs, yes.
I've never opened that thing before.
Shut the fuck up.
I swear to God, unless I was like out of my mind, I don't remember ever opening that thing in my entire fucking life. And let me just tell you, Mark likes to fix shit, okay?
He does.
So I thought that was just one of his projects that was there for a couple of years. I don't know. But like I did not know that turned on.
So his friend came in our house. This is the reason why it's downstairs. His friend came to our house. He had COVID. We were like, here, this is how you get in. He got in. He took everything out. One literal, like, it was a thing with like 3 fillets in it of trout fell on the ground, and he was trying to get out before it flooded too bad where he couldn't get out. He didn't notice. My parents came back to my house.
Who is this?
Mark's friend. I'll tell you after.
Okay.
Taylor. But he accidentally dropped one, and my mom was like, "It smells like something died in this house."
Oh, I remember that
well,
shit.
Mark. So my mom calls me, tells me that. I call my father-in-law, and I'm like, hey, because he stayed home, but he was on a little bit of higher grounds, but he has like a big old truck so he could get to our house, because it was still like, we live on the water, of course it's going to be like super flooded, but he has a big old truck. So we're like, hey, my parents are staying there, could you whatever. So he goes there. He's like, I can't figure it out either, like I don't know what. 10 days. No, actually, it was 11 and a half, almost 12 days go by. We get home, and he dropped fillets of fish on the floor.
Oh,
and they were rotting the whole time.
Oh, no.
He left.
No. He probably didn't even realize it, honestly.
He didn't, and he did us a favor, because can you imagine the smell if he would have left it? And if he would have left everything in our freezer, our refrigerator freezer, and our regular refrigerator freezer, everything would have smelled. It was just one thing that dropped on the floor. We're like, where our legs are. And we're like, and he was like, I'm so sorry. We're like, no, do not apologize for that. It's so fucking bad.
No, yeah, because like he shouldn't be apologizing, because he wouldn't do y'all a favor, and like the least of y'all's worries is like a couple of fillets when you could have had to clear out a whole damn fucking freezer, etc. Oh my god,
that's why the freezer is downstairs, Brittany. Is because that's where all the main
realize during Ida, I had a lot of shit.
Truth.
On. Like I was 42 and a half weeks pregnant. I was 2.5 weeks overdue and evacuated and almost gave birth on a 6-hour ride back home. Like no. This is literally like, if I ever had the audacity to think about having another kid, I just remind myself about that incident, and like it's never fucking happening. Ever. That was terrifying.
I could never think about getting pregnant again.
I will say one thing though, when I came home, since I was pregnant, I had no responsibility.
Lifting anything. If Mike's good. I don't know if he's like good.
Mike's good.
I'm so tired. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of like
go to sleep.
I'm out of it. And then I'm thinking about this steak.
Oh my god! Well, go make yourself one.
I don't have no steak right now.
Can't you,
Brittany?
Brittany,
Go fly him some steak.
Go fly him some steak. I got some in my freezer.
Fly me some steak.
I'll go throw it, and like hopefully it makes it to you.
Throw it at the porch.
That's the most I can afford right now.
What's the cut of steak though? What steak is the preferred?
I usually just get a big old slab of beef and cut it myself.
See, I'd like a New York strip, honestly. I think like That's one of my favorite. But obviously, a fillet is just
I
so
like.
They're
tender and
tasteless.
amazing.
I like.
What
I
about
used
you
to go.
guys?
Well, if you
Wait,
season it right,
Jenna,
it's good.
do you
No, there's
remember whenever
no
I told you that
intermuscular fat. There's no marbling. The
I
fat
like
is where the
flank.
flavor's at.
I like flank steak.
it is? But also, a good tender fucking fillet is also very good. But Jenna, you remember whenever you went to TJ Ribs and I was like, I used to go there and literally, y'all, I used to go there by myself, sit at the bar, drink,
I
and
wish y'all
order
knew what
like
TJ
the
Ribs was.
$40 fillet. I don't give a shit. I was eating that thing. It was so fucking good. And I would go like once a week by myself and just embrace the whole goddamn experience. It was so good. You have to
Sounds
admit,
good.
TJ Ribs is pretty good.
TJ Ribs
I'm
is so
hungry.
good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
So, Wesley, what is your cut of meat?
ribeyes.
The ribeye. I'm like ribeye or New York strip.
That's it. And like I'll sit there and get I'll
What?
sacrifice and get tacos before I even touch the fillet. I don't like.
Fuck with tacos.
I don't. I mean, I'll eat a grilled cheese before I eat a fillet. It's just not like when
Fuck.
we buy cow, she gets all the
Oh, yeah.
fillets. I don't touch it. I don't
Aw,
want them.
Eat a
that's so
grilled cheese.
sweet.
I
He's
don't want them.
grilled cheese.
There's no. I mean, yeah, you can season
Grilled
them
cheese is
and
good.
all that, but
I
there's
love them.
everybody's got their own thing. I just can't. If there's no fat on it, it's just and it's beef. If
It's
there's
a
no fat on it
bubble.
and it's beef, there's no.
Point.
Yeah, there's no flavor to it to me.
I
I
understand that
went
because I feel
to
the same
Whole
way
Foods and there
sometimes.
was this girl and she goes, there was this girl and this guy and they were like telling the butcher, they were like, hey, we want this, whatever. Like it was already like packaged or like it was out there. She's like, can you just cut off all of the fat? And I was like,
What?
and Mark and I were like, no. Because Mark and I only went to Whole Foods just to go get like a good cut of
A
meat.
good
Because
cut. Yep.
Ross said we went to Wendy's and whatever. And she's like, can you just slice it off? And they had them slice it off.
The butchers did it.
Yes.
I'd have been like, lady, go eat some fucking tofu.
Literally. I hate tofu. Ew, disgusting.
I won't eat it. I won't even try it.
I accidentally ate it one time and I am disgusted.
Sorry, so quick question. What'd you graduate with? Like, what'd you major in?
Michael?
Like,
Radiography.
okay.
All right, now can you break that down for the stupid one in the conversation?
It's X-ray tech.
That's what, yeah.
Oh, okay, that's what Brandon does.
Yeah.
All right.
Our friend Brandon, he isn't it his on the go?
Yeah, he does
No, you see the
mobile
travel.
X-ray.
Nice. He makes good money.
Well, he's local. He just does it like in the state of Virginia.
Oh, he's a mobile X-ray tech. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in the army. He was airborne.
Nice. I was I actually work in interventional radiology though, so it's like I'm scrubbed in like a scrub tech. We have patients that get life flighted to the hospital that are having a stroke. We go in there with our wires and we try to clear up the clots.
Jeez.
Wild, man. Yeah, what I do is wild.
That's crazy.
Why do I love that shit?
Couldn't do it. More power. Anybody that's in the medical field, dude, I give y'all credit because I couldn't do it.
It's rough, man, but I love it. I absolutely love my job.
Do you do 12-hour shifts?
No, just 8s.
That's not bad.
Do you get emotional?
I kind of wish I had the 412s.
Really?
Do you get emotional with patients?
I mean, I'm so one thing I tell people is like the person I am on here is the person I am in everyday life. I'm very compassionate, very empathetic. There was one time when I was a student that I did a portable X-ray, and I went up into the ICUs and seen my first intubated patient, and it really messed with me, like really hardcore. Well, the next day, I was going into the NICU, which has babies, and I was like, "That's it." I said, "I'm done. As soon as I see a baby intubated, I'm done. You know, I just can't." And I went in there, and then there was this little kid laying in a crib, and his parents were standing above him. And I go in there, I introduce myself, and uh, they looked happy, and I'm like, "Well, this is strange, you know." And they said, "You're the last X-ray." Or no, he said, "Our son's been here 342 days.
Wow.
He's never met his siblings. He just knows us." And then he said, "You're the last X-ray before he gets to go home." And
No.
it changed my whole perspective. So
Man.
yeah, it's man, it's just with anything, you know, like when you have a lot of compassion and empathy for people, I mean, it's rough. It really is.
That's how I am.
It's
I'm a very, I not as much as I used to be, but I used to be like I'm very caring. Like I care about a lot of people. I care about make sure they're good to go and everything like that. And I used to be like real bad, like let people walk over me, borrow my cars, let them stay in my house,
oh yeah.
let them everything like for make sure they were like okay.
That with Mike, he's the same way.
Yeah, it's how I've been since the day I was born.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I was the opposite.
Yeah, my husband's like, kind of not really.
I'm caring. I just lost a lot
Yeah.
when I
When he went
deployed.
on deployment, he did things, like that I
Yeah.
can't,
Oh yeah.
you know.
Exactly.
So he definitely came back a whole different person. Like I had to adjust to adapt to who
I
it
didn't
was.
have emotions.
Like he
I
was
didn't.
like emotionless. Like he would sleep against the wall. He was sleeping against the wall for 2 months. Like he wouldn't even get in the bed at all. Like he would barely talk to me. He was very quiet. He lost like 60 pounds when he came back. He looked like a toothpick. Like he didn't even look the same. He looked completely different. I was just like,
I didn't
I didn't
smile
know.
when I saw
Yeah,
you.
he didn't. When I saw him after what was like 8 months, after I didn't see him for 8 months. When I first saw him, I gave him a hug and he was just standing there, like didn't know what to do. Like he just no smile, no nothing. I was like,
That's
how do
hard.
I act now? Like it was very weird, like trying to adjust.
Let's take it personal.
Yeah. So I was just like, are you not happy to see me? But he was just like gone. Like
And I still struggle with the empathy and sympathy for people because of it. Like, that's the part that I lost completely. So like to hear people have that like you have that natural empathy and sympathy towards people, and it's just like that part of so far gone. I can't even remember it. And it's like it sucks because I'm like I wish I could feel that for someone, and I just can't.
yeah, it was so bad. Like when I was pregnant and I was like having contractions or like struggling, he would just look at me, didn't know what to do. Like it was really hard with
I
our
still
first
don't know what to do.
when I first with my first because it's when I got right back to deployment. So I was like pretty much on my own, like during my entire pregnancy. Like he wasn't like like he didn't know how to like he wasn't there.
Would y'all want to go live on TikTok?
Yeah, we can go live on TikTok.
All right, Mike, you go to sleep if you're tired, babe.
You awake?
Might
Wait.
not be. I'll exit out of him, and
Did you
then
fall asleep?
I think he did, and we can go live.
Oh,
That's okay. He's sleepy,
Yes.
so we'll go live on TikTok if y'all are okay with that. Because I
yeah.
really
Okay.
want to get this
Yeah, we'll
conversation.
go for a little. Yeah.
Okay, bye.